mechanism, everything in this gun is fully electronic. These rifles are super, super powerful, and they come in 177, 22, as well as 25 caliber.
What is super powerful?
Well, I'm talking about a high-powered air rifle.
I understand. So what speeds are you getting? This is your competition, right?
Yes.
Nice carbon fiber barrel.
Carbon fiber shroud on a steel barrel still inside. My 22 caliber air gun that I shoot a 25 grade pellet at 940 feet per second, giving me around a 55.
25 grade, so you're shooting at 22.
Yes. So I shoot it's around 55 foot-pounds of energy, which
that's a lot for 22.
For an air gun, it's pretty impressive, and especially for 22. Yes. So this is not the high-power version, unfortunately. This is standard power. This is known by the shorter barrel, but that's basically the only point that you can see that's different. The electronic gun is really nice that you can set 3 different power settings on it. You have low power, which will be around 30 foot-pounds on a high-power version gun. You have medium power, which is around 42 foot-pounds, and high power, which is around that 55 foot-pound mark in 22 caliber. If you cock it here on the side, it will turn on.
Okay, there we go.
So it turns on. It tells you it's on low pressure on high power settings. So this will give you an indication of how much pressure is in your tank. Unfortunately, we don't have any pressure in the tank right now because they have to be made to...
you shouldn't be shooting in here anyway.
No.
Like somebody might start shooting back, and then you're on the gun.
Yeah, no, that's true. So that's not a good idea. This one also has an option that you can add the shot count mag to it. So when you put a magazine into this gun, the electronic mechanism on the inside knows you're on shot number 1, number 2, number 3. So in a hunting situation, you can look on the side and it tells you M5, means that you're on your 5th shot. You know you have 5 shots left in your magazine, and it works with a standard rotary 10-shot magazine, so that's really nice. You also have a single shot tray option with that rifle. Yeah.
It's really surprisingly comfortable. I usually don't like anything with finger grooves, because I have
bigger
weird
hands.
No, actually my hands are pretty small.
Okay.
So they're made for average hands. You can be bigger or smaller. Have small hands for a big guy. But this is not bad at all.
Wow.
It's weird, the balance is so weird. I've never held an air gun with a carbon shot barrel.
Yeah.
Like most of mine ended up, like I shoot the Air Force because the tank is in the back to get the balance a little further back. This is, the balance point is like here. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's a pretty good balance point right there. And I mean, we even have a moderator on the front here, as well as a fully silenced shroud. So this is all silencing, the shroud as well as the moderator.
It's so cool.
Makes it extremely quiet. And in that 22 high-power gun, you get around 50 shots per fill. 50 really good
50
shots.
consistent shots.
Yes. So it does not have a regulator in it. It works in a solenoid system that allows a certain amount of pressure through every single time. So it does regulate the air pressure, but it's not a regulator.
So it's regulated, not a regulator.
Yes, that's correct, because it's all electronic.
Yes. No, this is very clever. I probably should not ask how much this costs for my own sake.
At a retail price, this laminate stock as is, the 22 high power, is standing at around $2,600.
Actually, it's not that bad. I thought it would be worse.
It's really not that bad. It's pretty cool.
Resell them if you live.
No. Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be able to pay for the booth. Yes. But very cool. Thank you. This is really educational. I'm sort of new to air guns, so this is all fun.
Yeah, and what's really nice is sometimes I have added a Picatinny rail to the bottom here, so I can mount a bipod on mine, and I shoot from a bipod.
It's really clever.
Picture?
Lauren, so you shoot competition with that exact model?
Yes, I shoot competition with this exact model, just in 22 high power.
Well, this is 22 actually.
Not necessarily.
Well,
this
the
is just a moderator. The competition that I compete in is the extreme bench rest competition that we have. We shoot bench rest 75 yards and 100 yards. There's field target involved. That's
100 yards with the 22 outdoors?
Group under 1 inch grouping with my
Red Wolf.
Yes, with my Red Wolf.
Weren't you gonna get me one to play with or something?
We talked about that a minute ago. I told you,
Yeah,
I was going to get you the
before that I wasn't upset. Now I'm upset.
Now you're upset? Okay. Yeah, because you can't truly get your...
No, this is really cool.
Yeah, under 1 inch grouping is amazing. Really amazing. I didn't believe it until I shot it, and now I believe it. Yeah.
Because that little pallet, I mean, it's hollow and it's light. It moves like nobody's business.
Yeah, and the 33 grainers, you have pretty good BC on them, but the 25 grain just travels really nicely in the wind, and you just have super accuracy. Yeah.
We ought to grab the Claudio edition, and you can explain it. This is the gun that actually won the Extreme Bench Rest.
Okay.
Stand by.
Wow. Okay. So this is all new from Roadhog. It's called the Patagonia version of the Phantom Sniper. This will be a high-power Magnum version. This is 25 caliber. That's you can see by the extremely large barrel. And he actually wanted the 22 caliber high power. Comes with a magazine. Comes with a rail here, the 3 points, the continue rail. This stock is in fact made in this color. It's not Cerakoted, so it cannot scratch.
So it's actually molded.
It's molded into this color, yeah. This is fully Desert Transfer coat. That's Claudia's signature.
So is it also shrouded barrel? Or?
It's also a shrouded barrel,
So,
yes.
so quite okay.
And there's a Loader Walther barrel under the shroud, which is not normal in your standard Roadhogs.
What barrels do they normally use?
They normally have an in-house barrel.
In-house, but these are local waters.
Loader Walther is your Daystate barrels, yes. It's fully regulated as well.
So it's also like they look heavier than they really are.
Yeah, this one is a little bit heavier because they have a really big scope on there, but honestly, it's
so
not
still,
bad.
this is the balance point, right? That ain't bad. So different. So this is a different kind of bolt, and this is a rotary magazine.
Yeah, that's a rotary magazine I was telling you about. This bolt system is a fully bolt action rifle, and you can feel how easy that rifle just cocks.
Yeah, but for a rifle guy, with all this.
It's pretty nice. It's got a free-floating hammer in there. That's why it's so easy to cock. So it's not
It's about to
electronic
drop
at all.
a lot of money on a really fancy 22. I should buy one of these instead.
Honestly, I'd never turn back to a rimfire 22 again. I'm a sucker for accuracy. I just can't get away from it. And on pellet guns, you have such a higher influence. I mean, you can just buy a different pellet and you're immediately changing all of the weights and everything. On a 22 rimfire, it's different loads and all of that. I love playing around.
So it's also about 50 shots per fill or something like that?
Yeah, right about that 50 shot mark.
So continue on the bottom.
Yep.
Easy
Yeah.
to get a bipod on there. Very nice.
Here next to the side, you can set the tensioner on the hammer spring right there. So, and there's your regulator. So this also sets like brake pressure. It just allows you a higher velocity, lower shot count. There's always this top is your regulator pressure, and that's your pressure in your tank.
Can you talk about the
But the
no, can you talk about the compressor and everything you would need to make this work properly? Sure.
Okay, yeah. And then lastly, we have compressors here available. This is our Daystate compressor. It's used to pump up the tank, the 75 cubic foot tank, and it'll pump it up for you. This is a fully air-cooled system, so it works out really nicely. 110 volt Daystate compressor made by Coldtree. This will pump tanks as well as guns very easily. It does not have an automatic switch off, but it has a bleed. So once it reaches a certain pressure, it will start bleeding.
Okay, so you're not going to blow yourself up?
No, you're not going to blow anything up, which is
most
fantastic.
likely. No. Given.
Hopefully. And these are your Mega chargers. The one I really love is the one at the bottom right there.
This good?
Yeah, that's a full DC motor right there. So it works off of a car battery. This is an inverter.
This is at one of those portable. So
Yeah.
you guys also have one. I saw a couple of different people for about $700-800.
Yeah, there's a couple of different
So
ones.
I was actually thinking of getting one if I can run it off of the car battery.
This is
I can do
perfect.
this.
You can fill rifles with it. Ideally, most of the ones you might have seen are rifle only, and
Yes,
they fill
that's
to like a 4,500 psi level. This one is water cooled, so it means you can fill a small tank with it as well.
So believe it or not, my PCP I actually pumped.
Yeah, you're
40,
crazy.
Lost 40 pounds.
In LA, I'm pretty sure you have a lot of places you can fill tanks at.
I don't like any of them very much. So have you ever driven in Los Angeles?
No.
So if the place is 4 miles away, it's a 45-minute drive.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I
It's
live
worse
right
than
next
New
to
York
3 busiest freeways in the nation.
Oh my goodness. So you walk everywhere.
If I walked everywhere, I would be about your size.
On that note,
Yeah, I think we can
thank
wrap
you
up.
guys.
No.